bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This budget is too little, too late, and falls short of rising to the major challenges facing our state. Barack Obama said, "A budget is more than just a series of numbers on a page. It is an embodiment of our values and priorities." And while folks here and in the Senate will go on vacation in July, the people of North Carolina are going to face the consequences of our inaction. What does that say about our values? What does it say that we talk about fiscal conservatism, except for when it comes to supporting private school vouchers for the wealthiest in this state? What does it say about our values when we leave parents wondering if their child care centers are going to close this summer? My Democratic colleagues have outlined many of the shortfalls of this budget, but I want to focus on housing, because that's what I hear from most in people in District 116. They can't afford to live there. And we pay a lot of lip service in this body to how much we want to help working families, and we have an actual opportunity to do it here in this budget. And instead, we are spending the majority of the money on private school vouchers. So let's talk about the housing portion of this budget. There is money in this budget for housing, but it isn't new investment in housing. It is reappropriating funds already set aside for housing. This isn't a net gain for housing, it is just shifting housing funds around. What we need is new, sustained investment in the Housing Trust Fund in recurring funds. The median single-family home has steadily increased almost every single year from 1990 to 2020. The median sales price in April of 2020 in North Carolina was $201,000. In April 2023, it was $302,000. The aftermath of the pandemic housing bubble has continued to push homeownership further out of reach of younger generations and working families. The Housing Trust Fund's recurring appropriation was last raised in 2015. That's why I filed a bill this session to begin increasing that fund. We can do something to ensure that home ownership and the American dream aren't out of reach for the people of North Carolina, but we have to take bold action on housing, and this budget falls far short of that. I urge my colleagues to vote no.